Hello, I'm Andy, and I'm going to talk to you about moles, whether they are red moles, M-O-L-E-S, or black moles on your palm. It is never a good sign. There's no such thing as a lucky mole on the palms, maybe on the face or elsewhere, but not on the palms. Now, the line you are seeing, which I've drawn for you in black, is called the line of Mercury. It normally starts from your little finger and moves downwards the palm, and it can move to the left or right. That would be meaning different things, but in this program we are talking about having moles on the line of Mercury or sometimes near the line of Mercury. The length of the line of Mercury is very important. If you have a long line of Mercury, it shows a distinguished long-term career or in business. If you have a shorter line which starts much higher on the palm and then moves to your little finger, it just means that your ability to be successful in business or a career would come a bit later in life. Definitely after the ages of 35, sometimes from 40 onwards. Now, it's good to look at your Mercury line to see the state of it, to see whether there are breaks on it, whether there are islands on it, whether it's wavy, and also whether it is weak in the sense that it is scattered, like 3, 4 or 5 of these lines next to each other. When they are scattered like this and not really solid into one line, it means you have a scattering of mental energy. No focus is right there, so you will attempt to do many different things in your life, and this line basically starts to become better and better. As I've seen palms early, and they have this scattering with little fragments of lines, and when I see them maybe 10 years later, these lines form into a nice 1 or 2 solid lines. Now, the planets who rule this Mercury line are very important in the horoscope, and they have to do with your communication, with your marketing sense, with your finances. So it's all about money, this line is. And if you have moles now on this line or near the line, it will show at certain ages a lot of headaches where finances or job or anything to do with finances is concerned. So it's a warning signal. Now, there is a way to know what ages you can be. The best way would be to consult me one day on a personal consultation. I will talk to you about later how to go about it and how much it costs. But generally speaking, if you happen to come from Pisces or Sagittarius or Leo or Cancer or Taurus, then you have to be, or Aries, you have to be very careful that these islands or these dots, red or black on a Mercury line, can be pretty bad for you. Losses will be very, very heavy, because generally speaking, under these zodiac signs which I've mentioned, the planet Mercury will not be very steady, and it will have its periods of ups and downs. All right? Now, I want to talk to you about the ages. Now, if you happen to be of these signs which I've mentioned just now, zodiac signs, where the problem can be very bad, then you have to be cautious that at the ages of 41 and the ages of 42 and then the ages of 50 and 49 and 50 is when these moles become the worst. Sometimes I see that even the earlier ages of 31 and 32 are being attacked. So these moles can come about creating havoc during these ages. So you have to be very cautious during these ages. Now, regarding your health area, generally I find when there are, firstly, if you have a line of Mercury, which I consider a good line to have, and then if you have moles on it, if you don't have a line of Mercury, you're not going to have moles on it. So if you have moles on your Mercury line, you have to be careful of certain health problems. And the health problems, in my experience, when I see these moles on the Mercury line, are problems to your spine, and then problems to breathing, and normally accidents to your shoulders and arms and hands. These are the areas which will be targeted the most if you have moles on the Mercury line. Now, accidents are very possible. because moles on the line of Mercury, whether they are red, if the mole is red, then these moles are called fever moles. So they have more to do with health areas. But if they are black, then they just bring bad luck at certain ages in many ways. And accidents. I've seen people with black moles on the Mercury line or near the Mercury line very prone to accidents. Because what happens then is this mole disturbs Mercury, the planet Mercury, who will then travel faster and make you hasty and make you impatient and thereby create accidents for you, whether verbal accidents, whether emotional accidents, whether physical accidents. The best way would be for you one day to consult me. It will cost you USD 50 for a 90-minute Skype session with me. And that will be based on your date of birth and your time of birth, and then looking at your palms. And also I will face read you as well. And I will also use Kabbalistic Tarot if you want me to. So in those 90 minutes, I will concentrate on your next 5 or 6 years in all areas of your life. So go to Facebook, go to Skype, send me a message or send me an email, and let's get down to it. And be very cautious if you have black or red moles near or on. If it's on a Mercury line, if it's on the line itself, that means very bad time can happen, and it all depends on what ages. So I look forward to you consulting me one day. Until then, thank you and good luck.